Alright, I'm here for what is going to be the last part of my first day of Fallout 76. And so far, the most obvious issue is when you come to certain areas that are trying to load in a lot of different entities, or I should say like artwork stuff like that. It stutters the game. That's like the biggest issue I have right now. Other than that, I still have yet to put on my armor, which is just me being an idiot and not the game, anything to do with the game. Now that we've done that, maybe we'll have a little bit more of a better time. Normally don't do melee runs in this game, in the Fallout games. I normally just run and gun type of stuff. But apparently I'm gonna have to. I don't have to use the gun, but I figured I might as well, just to switch between melee and firearms. Melee seems pretty strong, because it was taking a handful of hits with the baseball bat to take them out. Then again, this is probably one of the weaker weapons I could possibly use at this point in time. The stuttering is not that bothersome. I keep bringing it up because it is an obvious issue, because if I can notice it, and I normally don't pay attention to stuff like this, like you can tell right here it's happening. How it does that. That's an obvious issue. I mean, it's not something that's actually bothering me and affecting my enjoyment of the game, which, I mean, it's Fallout, so I'm having a good time so far. Not any drastic issues I've come across so far, so that's good. But for some people, that issue will be like not unplayable for them, but like it'll drastically affect their enjoyment of this product. Like right there, you see it right here. It's doing that stuttering. I don't know exactly what it's called, but as I'm talking to you, looking in the west direction, it's doing that. And it's doing it quite frequently. I don't know if it has to do with anything on my end, or if it's just the game itself. I'm leaning towards it being the game itself, because I don't really have issues with any other game that I play like that when I'm online. This is it's a big one. It's on the scale of how many points the scale I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use a point system. For each issue that I come across, I'm gonna designate a amount of. That was interesting. I killed it, but it still got off an attack. Oh well. I'm gonna designate each thing I come across with points. Like, the things that I like are gonna get points, and the things that I dislike are going to get a point system. And by the end of it, we're gonna see what the totals equal. If the points for the positive are positive, then I would probably feel okay, depending on the issues that I do come across, mind you. But if the points outweigh or outnumber the negative points, then I'll probably feel a lot better recommending this game or giving a seal of approval on this product. Otherwise, I would probably say give it some more time to cook, wait till it's on sale for like a lot of money, and then get it. But in the meantime, to me, I don't have enough time or experience with this product to see if it's worth, what is it right now, $24 for this game?
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lent my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see. helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrong. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought. So I asked him. I asked how? Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly.
This is interesting.
And I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
This is very, very interesting. You get like a little first look at some of the things that are coming to be in existence. I am very disappointed that this person's deceased and you don't actually get to communicate with them. Like, it would be nice to come across these NPCs and them actually be alive. But as I said earlier, when this game first came out, it was set up on a system where you and the players are the only interactables around. Apparently they have made it to where there are actually NPCs in this game now. I don't know if that's currently true or if it's going to be a minute before that update kicks in. I do not know. Obviously, hopefully, we'll come across them as we go along. Tomorrow I am probably going to be going through and... what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, going through and playing the new game mode if that's active right now. I don't know how to do that yet, but we'll see. Or I might do some of that a little bit later tonight and just have that recording go up in a separate little thing. I can't harvest that rodent, so that's interesting. Aside from all that, everything's looking decent. I mean, there's still that obvious issue with the stuttering. I don't see any screen tearing, and I don't see any anything too like Sledgehammer bad. But then again, this is the first day, and that's kind of a big issue to have right now. So do I need to hit this one too? I'm just gonna go through and quickly hit all of these. And see what that okay, so I just had to go through and click all those names and get done with that, and now that that's done, everything's good and we can move on. Probably to the next part, which is over here. I don't know if this is part of that side quest thing I did or Overseer's Cache. Okay.
Overseer's Lawn, town of Flatwood. My God, there's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. There's something else. a disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. It looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
I'm not gonna make that because it gets rid of the purified water, and I don't want to do that. So what does this do? Wow. Okay. Yeah.
This is my first.
Now you were starting to talk.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required.
Okay, so trading. Let's see. A 10mm pistol. Okay, I might want to get one of those. What do we got? Do I want to trade any grenades?
Assistance required.
Might as well trade a couple. I'm not a big fan of explosives. That's interesting how it keeps going up like that to a different.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance.
Oh, hearing him do that over and over again is going to be annoying as all can be, so I'm probably not going to do much more into this. I'm just looking at all the different. Oh, wow.
Equipment
That is okay. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by that.
required.
So we're going to be leaving because
We call
he's
it
bugging me.
war now. It's not been long, and things have been rough. Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben-Ami, a responder. I've been working with the responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone. Their stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow. I've decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories.
So the lore behind all this is actually pretty neat. For those of you that enjoy this kind of
I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Tech University. Final year.
kind of
I
a
was printing my thesis.
those of you that like stuff like that, like the lore behind this, the wasteland, you'll find it is there's stuff there.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, Seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating the statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy.
I'm actually listening to the holotapes. I'm a big component, or not component. I'm a big proponent. I'm a fan of lore in games. So the better like a story behind something, the more I'm into it, and I like listening to what's going on.
A couple of surviving kids from the high school whose
That's a plus.
And we holed up in a house.
The holotapes are spot on right now.
After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food.
It is weird not to be coming across raiders or anything like that in this game so far. Like it's whoa.
Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a
Gotcha.
problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated.
Doing the same mission as me, I take it.
People boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did.
Interesting.
The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Is it my meat that's spoiling? Does this stuff actually spoil? That's actually worrisome if stuff spoils. Well, not worrisome as in that's bad worrisome. Worrisome as in I'm sorry, what? Okay, you can milk Brahmin. That's something that's new and I extremely like, and oh my goodness. Okay, so there's spoiled meat from the Brahmin. Keep that in mind. I only have 2. Interesting. That's something that is kind of obvious and you'd think it would be in the another game, the other Fallout 4 or something like that, but hopefully something like that will be in the future in like Fallout 5. I like stuff like that. Are these bad? These are bad. I want your hat. Well, you're red, so I don't know if they're supposed to attack or if they're just they're enemies, so they're supposed to attack me. Attack me. Attack me. Alright, whatever. Don't know if that was supposed to be like that or not, but we'll find out. You, attack me. Oh, whatever, free loot, I suppose. Again, this is like just Fallout so far. Seeing exactly what what we're coming across here in the wasteland, and so far the biggest, I keep bringing this up, but it's the only thing I have to discuss on this comprehensive look at Fallout 76, and that is the issue with the screen stuttering from time to time, which for me isn't a big issue, but I'm sure plenty of you out there are like, oof, oof, like right there. That's a big oof for a lot of you, I assume. And it's amazing to think that there's the potential that that was 10 times worse in the beginning when this first came out. Heck, when this first came out, you needed to get a frickin' update or what have you, a patch that was what, 50 gigabytes or some crap, like a ridiculous amount. So hopefully the next time we come across this, like not this issue, but next time we play, we'll come across. Okay, let's try that one more time. Excuse me. Hopefully when we start to play next time, we'll actually come across a more like obvious little issues. If not, that's great for the state of this game currently, but right now the biggest issue is the obvious little, like, as you can see as I'm jumping, there's moments where it stutters. That is the biggest red flag, not red flag, but the biggest negative so far I've come across. And from earlier, if you recall, I mentioned something about a point system. The limit of points, whether it be negative or positive, will range on a scale of 1 to 10. Obviously, 10 being the most negative. I'm thinking about giving that, personally, this is my personal opinion, this is what I personally think about a negative, or what I personally think about a positive, and I'd say something like the environment, how it looks. That, ooh, if you notice that, that was a little interesting. That was a little good visual glitch. We'll have to get that a couple more times. Yep. Interesting. So that's two negatives we came across. A nice visual glitch where for a split second the entire world turns white or see-through or whatnot. So something like that, that'll probably get like a 1 or a 2. This little screen stuttering stuff will probably get a 4 or a 5 in the negative score. And as we go along, I will adjust that if it becomes more prevalent or more of an obvious issue or something like that. Positive, as I was saying, would be something like the environment. Let's look at the God rays. How do the God rays look? Call them God rays. They're light rays. How do they look? Looks like that's been fixed. But again, we'll have to do more of a in-depth look there. I hope you enjoyed, and you will continue to come along this comprehensive look at Fallout 76 in the future. Till next time. I have been having a blast, and that's I'm kind of jumbled a mess right now because I don't know how to close out. So we're just going to retry this closing one more time, and then we'll go from there. Till next time, I have been your detective taking this comprehensive look into Fallout 76, and we shall see how everything turns out by the end of this free trial. Bye-bye.